Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. I am HelloGreedo, and I'm going to be hanging out with you guys for about 30 minutes while I sip on this big-ass cup of black coffee. What's on your mind, man? There's no topic of conversation this morning. We can talk about whatever you want, whatever's on your mind, whatever's happening in the world, I suppose. I'm moving slow this morning, man. I had big ambitions to go for a run, like right when I woke up and my daughter and my wife left the house because, you know, school and work. But I've been just kind of like bumming around this morning. After this stream, I'm going to go for my run, but normally I'm just like gung-ho. First thing, let's go. Yeah, the lack of sleep lately is catching up with me, and I needed a little rest. So here I am. Welcome, guys. Good to see everybody. The Amateur Furry, Jedi Master Troy. I like Mandalorians. Carter Lovejoy. What's up, Carter? Blurry Films. 000. Mark Wilkins Animations. These morning streams are always nice and relaxing, as you can tell by this great music. I love it. Let's listen for a second. Just let it soak in. Here we go. Let it soak in. We're on a journey through the universe. We're in my Subaru Crosstrek. You are in the back seat. I will be your driver today. And we're heading towards the Andromeda Galaxy at 186,000 miles per hour. The speed of light. I mean, did I say per hour? Ha 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 ha. 186,000 miles per second, my friends. Per second. Anyway, the Amateur Furry, thank you so much for the first super chat and channel support of this morning stream. The Amateur Furry says, just feeling generous. Get you some beer or something, man. I appreciate that, dude. That's actually going to come in handy tonight. I appreciate that generous super chat there. It's going to come in handy tonight because I'm actually going to a really fun thing tonight. Something that, I don't know. So for Christmas, I bought my dad a ticket to something. I also bought myself a ticket to this thing. We are both passionate about this subject, space, astronomy, all that stuff. We're going to go see Neil deGrasse Tyson tonight. And I can't fucking wait, man. So, Amateur Furry, I'm going to put that towards a beer while I sit in my seat watching the man talk about the universe. So cheers, man. I appreciate that. Busy at work. Need a good audiobook. Any suggestions? What's up, Sugarfett? Yes, I have a... So, I have not listened to the audiobook version of the book that I'm about to mention, but I've heard it's incredible. I've heard the audiobook version of the book I'm about to mention is incredible. The book itself was incredible. I actually have it on display in my office. It's the only book on I love a lot of books, but this is the most recent one that I've read that I've loved, and it's just one of my favorite books of all time. It's on display in my office if you've ever seen the wall, like where behind my computer monitors. You've seen this book on display. Go on my Twitter, scroll down a little bit, and you'll see it. It's called Project Hail Mary. I'm not going to give anything away about the book. There is a specific reason why the audiobook I've heard is incredible. The book deals with a lot of sounds, a lot of musical notes, and I've heard because of that, the audiobook is very creative in the way it tells this story. So I'll just say that. I'm not going to give anything away. I recommend, maybe you've already listened to it, I don't know, but Sugarfett, I recommend Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Andy Weir also wrote The Martian. You know, that was later adapted into the film by starring Matt Damon. Which was another really fun read. But yeah, man. Yeah, check out the audiobook for Project Hail Mary. It is the book itself is fantastic, and I've heard the audiobook is just amazing too. So, anyway. Blurry Film. There's a channel known as Actual Fandom who has started a fandom initiative. Is that what that word says? Looks like an M. Initiative? Is that a word? Initiative? Or did you accidentally? There we go. Initiative. On my screen, it looks like initiative. For channels like you who have worked expressing their opinion and challenging the toxic communities of the fandoms. I'm sure there's a lot of folks out there doing that, you know. I don't know, man. Like, you guys know that I'm on here so infrequently. I do a couple streams a month. I upload like one video a month if I'm lucky. I hop on here, say what I have to say, hop off. Life is too busy. I used to be really entrenched in the fandom and like just seeing all the goofy shit constantly. You know, there's entire channels that are devoted to just jumping on the new next thing that everybody's outraged about, no matter how dumb it is. Pumping out, you know, thousands of videos a year, most of which are about, you know, complaining about something that somebody said that they didn't like. These culture warriors, right? And I just find it so fucking lame. I don't know, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just boring to me. But I get it. You fight the good fight. I get it, but yeah. I Like Mandalorian says, the Hail Mary audiobook, which I just mentioned to Sugarfett, is still the best thing I've ever listened to. Not even the Star Wars productions hold a candle to it. There you go, Sugarfett. What's the word I'm looking for? A resounding, and I just forgot the other word that I'm, recommendation. A resounding, my words aren't working this morning. To be honest, I think it's better to... Laughing Fox says, to be honest, I think it's better to be distant from the fandom. It's not really gotten any better over the last few years. You know, it's I don't know how to put it. It's... People take shit way too serious, you know? Of course it's serious! It's Star Wars! Yeah, okay, cool it, man. Come on, shut down the jets. Just fucking... chill out a little bit, brother. And also you know, the fandom has always been splintered. I grew up in the 90s when the Phantom Menace came out. You know, you heard it in comic shops. It was just not as loud and in your face as it is today. You know, you pick up your phone and everybody's yelling at each other. It's just a different world. But what sets it apart from my opinion, from what I see, is that nowadays, you know, this constant outrage, this constant being upset about something, it's a business model. You know, if you're thin-skinned on the internet and you think everything is an attack on the fandom, like your sect of the fandom, then there's a way to monetize that, you know? And the more you kind of continuously are outraged and just pumping out videos about something that somebody said that you didn't like, or, you know what I mean? Then the more money you can make. And that combination, that math problem there, you know, outrage plus YouTube channel plus microphone plus constantly being thin-skinned about every goddamn thing that you see, you know, that's a way to make money on the internet. And that's just boring as fuck to me. You know, there's just a lot of people saying the same thing, and I don't know, I don't get it. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Jedi Master Troy, thank you so much for the channel support as well. Troy says, hey HG, got an Xbox Series S for Is that the one that doesn't have the disc drive? The S, as in Sierra. Downloaded Star Wars Battlefront 2005 on the Xbox Store and was wondering if you would stream Battlefront 2005. Well, that's a fun Christmas gift for sure. I still have the Xbox One S. I don't know. I'm not in the market to get a new console anytime soon. I don't play anything. Like I got Cyberpunk. My wife just gave me an early Christmas present like 2 weeks before Christmas, and I got Cyberpunk like a month ago, and I've only logged 4 hours. That's the most gaming I've done in the past month. And that's like when everybody goes to bed and I just stay up till midnight on my days off, you know? Yeah, so would I stream Battlefront 2005? I'll never say never. I have streamed it way back in the past. Like, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, I feel like I streamed that game. I'm sure at some point in the future, I'll do another stream of Battlefront 2005. You know, it'd be fun. It would be fun to kind of like mess with mods and stuff like that. Whether it be that or Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2. It'd be fun to kind of, you know, mess around in it, play a little bit. But at the moment, I don't have any plans to stream it. But I'll never say never, you know. Games like that will always come back around every few years, I'm sure, and I'll want to play it and check it out. Maybe I'll see an interesting mod for it that kind of catches my eye. But yeah, at the moment, I have no plans to stream it. But yeah, you know, you never know in the future. I do have a desire to download and stream The Old Republic, the MMO. For whatever reason, man, for like the past month, I've just had this desire to stream The Old Republic. I don't know if it's, you know, every few years I get a big MMO itch. But that might be the next game that I stream. We'll see. We'll see. But I appreciate that, Mr. Troy. I have a Sega Genesis. Hell yeah. I never had a Genesis, amateur. I had, so my history with consoles is, I had the original Nintendo when I was a kid. I had the Super Nintendo. I had an N64. I had a Dreamcast. I had an Xbox 360. Never had the original Xbox. I had a PS3. And the Xbox 360 and the PS3 I barely played. Like, I got them right when I joined the Navy, I think. I ended up selling them pretty quick. And now I have a Xbox One S. You know, yeah. So I've owned a, I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that have owned every console. I definitely haven't. But the only Sega product that I ever had was the Dreamcast and the Game Gear. You guys remember the Game Gear? Maybe not. Maybe you've never even heard of it. Sega Game Gear. Sega Game Gear. Let's see. When did it come out in the US? It was earlier in Japan. North America, it came out in 1991. So I had the Sega Game Gear. I remember there used to be like an attachment where you could plug in like bunny ears for TV and you could watch TV on it. And I thought that was the coolest shit, man. Oh, the progress of technology. Zio Returns, what's up, man? Zio Returns Gaming, Carter Lovejoy, and Oscar, thank you guys so much for the channel support. Zio says, Zio has returned. What's up, man? It's been a while, I feel like. Cheers. Zio has returned. If everybody in the chat could do me a big favor and say, hello, Zio. Z-I-O. I would greatly appreciate that. Cheers, man. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Zio has returned. Carter Lovejoy, thoughts on The Last of Us HBO? Every time I see a commercial for it, I tell my wife, we're going to watch that. It's not because I have any love for the video game or anything. In fact, like, I probably only played the game for a couple hours. And then I sold my PlayStation 3. So I never beat the game. I never really got that deep into the story. I just never really played it that much. That being said, that's not going to, you know, prevent me from watching the show. I think the show looks great. And I can't wait to watch it. When does it come out? It comes out soon, like the 15th, right? Let's see. The Last of Us HBO. Yeah. Okay, January 15th. So, I'll definitely be watching it. Probably, do I work on the 15th? I'll have to look, but I don't know if I'll be able to watch it the night that it comes out, but I'll definitely be playing it at some, or watching it at some point. So yeah, I'll let you guys know what I think on a live stream at some point. It looks great though. You know, I'm hoping. I'm not worried about going into the show not really knowing anything about the game, just because it looks like it's going to stand on its own 2 feet. I'm sure you're not going to need to know. You're not going to need. I heard that it's going to follow the game pretty closely. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's just what I heard. But anyway, cheers, Carter. I'm excited for it. For sure. Yeah, I know that it's coming to PC in March. So when it comes out, I'll probably end up getting it. I might have to wait a few months. I'm ever since I had a kid, I'm very cheap. I don't buy myself anything. I don't know when the last time I bought myself something was. I mean, unless you count like a 12 pack. Yeah. So I might wait until it goes on sale, which is probably a year from then, right? Anyway. Oscar Rodriguez, Took, and Amanda, thank you guys so much. Oscar says, what's up, HG? Have you played High on Life? No, is that like the alien comedy High on Life? Maybe it's not Aliens, is it? Comedic first-person shooter. It takes place in a science fiction world which features talking guns. I've seen a trailer for this, but no, I didn't even know it came out, honestly. It looks goofy. I'll have to watch some reviews. But no, this definitely piqued my interest when I saw a trailer for it, just because it looked so different and weird and goofy, you know. How much is it? $60? Pew! Yeah, probably. I probably won't play it for a very long time. Probably not until it's like $10. But yeah, it looked cool, Oscar. You know, like I said earlier, unfortunately, I don't play games much. Like I said, I got Cyberpunk like 2 weeks before Christmas, like a month ago, almost exactly a month ago, and I've only put in 4 hours. So like, I don't really have time to play anything. If I'm home and my family's home, I'm with them, playing Barbies with my kid, going on trails and hikes and riding bikes and stuff. If they're not home, like right now, they're at work and school. You know, I'm doing stuff around the house. I'm working out. I'm going on runs. Or I'm streaming for 30 minutes, you know. It's very rare that I sit down to play a game. The only time that I play is when they all go to bed and I don't have to work the next day. And I'll play from like 10:30 to midnight or something like that. And I've only done that like 4 or 5 times in a month. So, yeah. Anyway. Cheers, man. Took says, what's going on, HG? Can't stay, work. Just wanted to say hi and hope all is well. Have a fantastic day. Not much is going on. I'm actually seeing Neil deGrasse Tyson tonight with my dad, which I'm super excited about. Gonna go get some dinner, get a beer, go see Neil deGrasse Tyson. Be a good time. But other than that, I'm working too. Yeah, just busy, constantly busy. I need sleep. Like, I don't know if you saw my Twitter post. You know, most days at work when I go to bed, when I sleep at work, I sometimes get like 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep at best. But the other night, man, I got 7.5. I woke up and I was like, did I miss a call? It was such a weird feeling. I woke up at 6 and I looked at my phone and my watch tracks my sleep and it said you got 7.5 hours of sleep. And I was just like, oh my God, what a treat. What a treat. Thank you, universe. So that was nice. That hasn't happened in a long time. Yeah, anyway. Cheers, man. I hope everything is well with you and the family, too. Amanda Rosenblatt, good to see you. Amanda says, hey, HG, you inspired me to write a book based on fandom. It's a well-received trilogy. 3rd book out in September this year. Thanks for being awesome and may the force be... So you've written 2 already? Interesting. What are you jumping into? Like, just... fandom? That's a really fun idea, actually. I'm curious. What's it called? I'm going to keep an eye on the chat. Yeah, that would be a fun and interesting and maybe like relentlessly depressing subject to research for a book, you know. But I think that'd be fun. I wouldn't mind writing a chapter or 2 just about fandom, you know. Have to like dive. Man, I don't know. I'd feel the pull to like dive into weird sections of the internet and pull information and opinions and behaviors out and use them for the book. That's pretty awesome. Congratulations on that. That's a big feat for sure. Haunted Attraction, the husband and I are fans of. They have original characters with long-running backstories. I wrote the canonical series about how their backstories tied together. Oh, nice. Haunted Attractions. I'm Googling, and I just see people like who are really into ghost stuff. The owner of the haunt approves of it, and a part of proceeds go to them as they are 501c3. The books are Sir Henry's Haunted Tales and Sir Henry Loves Revenge. Oh, nice. Okay, interesting. That's not what what I was thinking of. Haunted Attractions like Halloween Horror Nights, except a smaller scale. Gotcha. Yeah, I Googled it, and I'm I guess there's some all around. Interesting. I've never heard of this. Nice. Well, congratulations on writing it. I know it's hard work and nerve-wracking, and you know, I when I wrote my book, I took like 3 years, and I was like, I kept saying, oh, it's coming out this month. Oh, it's coming out this month, and I just kept pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back, and eventually I sat down and just finished it. But yeah, that's big shit for sure, and congratulations. Yours was more autobiographical, but for the love for fandom sparked that interest. Thank you. Nice, yeah, that's great. That's so, you know, over the years I've had this channel for 11 years, and people have messaged me, emailed me saying that, you know, whether it be inspiring them to like joining the 501st or making their own YouTube channel or writing a book or, you know, pursuing something that they want to pursue. That is what this is all about. You know, that's what this is all about. So I appreciate you sharing that with me, Amanda. Cheers. Best of luck to you. And Jamie Dodger, Benjamin, and Dustin, thank you guys so much as well. Jamie asks, would you watch a Solo 2? I want Jabba to feature. Oh, of course I'd watch a Solo 2. Of course. I'm going to watch every Star Wars movie, right? But yeah, I know a lot of there's like a, you know, we want a Solo 2 movement out there, which is cool. The first Solo movie is like the Star Wars movie that grows on me the more I watch it. You know, sometimes you watch a Star Wars movie that you didn't really care for at the beginning, and you're like, yeah, I still don't really care for it. It's all good. But then you watch, but with Solo, the more I watch it, the more it actually kind of grows on me. I kind of like it more and more and more and more, you know? But yeah, I would totally watch that, Jamie. 100%. Do I necessarily want it or need it as much as a lot of people want a Solo 2? No. I would rather the efforts be geared and steered towards new characters, you know, new stories, characters that we're not familiar with whatsoever. But, you know, I know people love seeing more of the things that they love, and I completely get it. But it'd be cool, for sure. I'd 100% watch it. No question. Anyway. Benjamin says, hey, Chi, listening from Walt Disney World in a 70-minute queue. Woo! What are you standing in line for, Ben? Do you have an earpiece in, or am I free-flowing on the microphone speaker, or the speaker, rather? Hey, everybody in the line for insert ride here. That's fun. I'm actually taking my daughter to Disney World on Friday. We have season passes. So, like, she doesn't have school on Fridays, and sometimes I don't work on Fridays if my schedule lands, you know, perfectly. So, I try to take her down there as much as I can when my wife is working, just to utilize the season passes as much as we can. And also, it's just fun, you know, daughter day. You know, take her down there, and she gets super excited. So, we're doing the same thing. But, yeah, man, have fun. It's a good time. 70 minutes is too long. Like, you know, waiting in long lines doesn't bother me as much as it used to. Like, I don't care these days. You know, just hop in line, get on the ride, whatever. Especially since we have a season pass. Long lines don't bother me. But what's nice about, like, the kids' rides, like, my daughter's 4 years old, right? She'll go on anything she can. But, like, all the kids' rides are at Magic Kingdom and stuff like that are generally pretty short lines. Like, if It's a Small World is an hour long, just leave, because it's going to be a terrible day. But, yeah, it's a good time, man. Enjoy it, Ben. Cheers. Have fun at Disney World. Dustin, a.k.a. Dustin, thank you so much for the chat, super chat as well. Dustin says, hey, Greedo, I've not seen one of your videos since last year. Happy New Year, mate. Hope it's off to a good start. May the force be with you. Cheers. It is off to a good start. Things are going good. Things are moving well. We're having fun. We're planning trips. Yeah, so you haven't missed anything. I don't think I've uploaded anything since last year. I don't know when my last video was. Like 2 months ago? I really don't know. I really don't. I got one in the works right now, but I was planning on finishing it today, but I really won't have time to sit down and finish it. I worked heavily on it yesterday, but yeah, I got too much stuff around the house to knock out. But cheers, Dustin. Happy New Year. Yeah, things are going good. New Year is off to a good start. We're planning like a cabin trip, just me, my wife, and my daughter, maybe in March, and then we're planning a trip up to Cape Cod to visit my sister and her family, and then I got another trip. I have another trip planned with me and my friends. So me and my friends are all like 36, 38 years old, 36, 37, 38, around 35. Like, we're all in our late 30s, and every year, pretty much, I've missed a couple years. We've missed a few years here and there because, you know, we're having kids and stuff. But pretty much every year since we were like 18 years old, so for almost 20 years, we've rented a cabin. And we all meet up at the cabin. You know, some of us still live in Jacksonville. We drive up together. Some people live in like Philadelphia, Minnesota. They did live in New York, but we all these are all friends that I've known since I was like 13 years old. We all are still really close, which is cool. But we all converge on a cabin. We get a different cabin every year up in North Georgia in the mountains. And literally for 20 years, we've been doing this every year for the most part. We've missed a couple of years, again, because kids and having kids and all that stuff. But so, yeah, we got that coming up. It's always a good time. There's 7 of us. So yeah, we got a bunch of trips planned this year.
Mind. Been waking up at 4 o'clock the past week and it's amazing, but lots of coffee is needed. Anyway, pitch us a Galaxy's Edge edition. It can be a ride or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Say McClunky.
I love it. Vince, thank you so much, man. Give me 1 sec. Stuart, good to see you, Stuart. Currently on my work break, just came to say hi. Well, hi there, Stuart. Enjoy your work break. Take a load off. Stretch out those legs. Crack those knuckles. You're going to have to go back again soon. Oh, it's a bummer. But thanks for stopping by, man. Enjoy. Make the most of it, right? That's all you can do. My dad always said, you know, you got to be somewhere. You got to be somewhere. So, what he meant by that is just do it, right? Just do it. Got to be somewhere. But cheers, Stuart. Thanks for stopping by, man. Hope everything's going well. Oh, Tower of Terror. Nice. Last time me and my wife took a little trip, just the 2 of us down there. My daughter stayed at my parents' house, and it was like we got in line for Rise of the Resistance. It was only like 45 minutes because a really good time to ride the big rides is when park hopping starts. I think it's 2 p.m. You're allowed to park hop if you have that ability on your ticket. You can park hop to different parks, right? So like right at 2 p.m. people start park hopping. And you can see a significant decrease in the time for the lines. So the park hopping started. Rise of the Resistance was like 45 minutes, and we were like, hell yeah. So we hopped on. So I've been on it once. We also went to Oga's Cantina on that trip, and got a little too drunk. They told us that there was a 2-drink minimum per person. The bartender didn't care. And he just kept serving us. Maybe it's like bartender's discretion. Like if they think somebody's wasted, they're not going to serve them. Obviously, it's Disney World. But we got 4 drinks each. And it is a fun place, man. 4 drinks in 45 minutes. You're only allowed 45 minutes in there. And then they tell you to leave because, you know, other people got to come in. We got 4 drinks each. We're feeling good. Vince, thank you so much, man. Vince says, coffee is on my mind. Been waking up at 4 a.m. the past week, and it's amazing, but lots of coffee is needed. Anyway, pitch us a Galaxy's Edge edition. It can be a ride or whatever. Robots say McClunky. There you go. I didn't hear it say McClunky, but I'm sure she attempted to pronounce McClunky. I used to wake up like that constantly. 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I still wake up at 5 a.m. to get to work, but I loved waking up early like that. I would set my alarm for like 4:30, go on a run, or do what I needed to do, work on a video. It's nice. I like waking up. I'm a morning person. I'm a big time morning person. I wake up instantly in a good mood. Make coffee. I am a big time morning person. But so. Pitch us a Galaxy's Edge edition. Oh, man. It can be a ride or whatever. A ride. What could a cool ride be that fits into the theme of Galaxy's Edge? Golly, that's tough. I don't know if this is plausible. I don't know if this would work. The crowds would be so long and stuff like that. But it would be really cool to have some kind of big ass maze. Hear me out. A big ass maze. And again, I don't think this would work because people would lollygag. It would take too long for people to get through this. The lines would be excruciating, but it would be cool. Again, so it would be cool to have a huge building, a big ass maze, and it be like a VR experience where you're walking around in a big building with VR headset and a blaster, and you have to like fight your way out of a Star Destroyer or something like that. You're physically walking through hallways and stuff, and maybe those hallways are completely blank in the real world, but in your goggles you would be seeing stormtroopers, you'd be seeing, you know, everything would look like the interior of a Star Destroyer or something like that. And you could walk through and you have to fight your way out. I think something like that would be really neat. Is that possible with like the crowds and stuff like that? I mean, they could figure it out, but I think something like that would be really, really unique and interactive and fun. Again, don't think it's really plausible, but it would be pretty badass, I think. That's my idea. Anyway. Cheers, Vince. And also, they need more, like, drink stands and stuff like that. There's only one place to get blue milk and green milk that I know of. They need more stuff like that. Like, I don't even think you can get a beer. There's no beer kiosks in Galaxy's Edge. Like, I don't know. You can get some in Oga's Cantina, but yeah. Anyway, all right, guys. Oh, we went 45 minutes. I got to get going. It's time for my 4-mile run, and then time to shower up. I'm going to clean out the garage today before my family comes home. And then I got to get ready to go see Neil deGrasse Tyson tonight with my pops. Be a good thing. Anyway, cheers, man. All right, so to everybody who super chatted and supported the channel this morning, I appreciate the hell out of it. To everybody who just hung out in the chat, cheers, man. Thanks for hanging out. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all on the flip side.
May the force be with you.
Later.